Good morning. Welcome to Monday. Feeling you get like when you go to the refrigerator, you go to see if the milk's still good, and it's not. That kind of face. Mondays are a thing. Anyway, it's Monday, November the 1st, 2021. Hope you had a nice Halloween over the weekend. Gonna do a mediocre wrap once again here for Monday. Today I'm gonna go a little different. Couple wraps back, I went over some coaching hot seats, and two or three of them were in the European Premier League overseas, and the rest of them were NFL jobs. Nothing's happened in the NFL, but overnight, woke up this morning. They're 4 hours ahead, of course. They're 4 hours ahead after last night. They turn their clocks back a week before we do. Neat little thing. So we find out that Tottenham has canned their manager. That was one of the ones I think I had on my hot list. Ole at Man United was saved by a win over Tottenham, a 3-0 win at Tottenham. So home loss of that magnitude against a team that had just been so humbled the previous time. That was enough for them. So Daniel Levy, the owner, has sacked him after four months on the job. This is the nature of being a manager. So as of this morning, they already had Antonio Conte in country and negotiating. And they almost got him in the summer, but he said no bueno. So he's probably got a lot more leverage now, and it's probably going to be, I want the keys to the kingdom. And if they're smart enough to give it to him, he's going to do a formidable job. He's got enough real estate left in the season, and he's got that January window. I think he could do very, very well. So as an Arsenal fan, I would probably rather not see him get that job. I would rather some of those second-tier candidates were to get it. So what I'll do also is I'll go over, some maybe the top half of the Premier League and how it's shifting around. Cream's starting to rise to the top. I mean, Chelsea had a nice win. So they're up to a 3-point lead over Liverpool, who drew against Brighton. Man City actually lost to Palace. Palace is up and coming. They've got Vieira, the manager there, is really starting to turn them around pretty quickly. So Man City stays at third by goal differential over West Ham. Hammers took a 4-1 road win over Villa. So they're in fourth. Man U back up into fifth on goal differential with that 3-0 win over Tottenham. And Arsenal has come all the way back from an 0-3 start where they were goalless. They are now in sixth with by goal differential at 17 points. They won 2-0 at Leicester. It's a pretty masterful performance, quite frankly. Now this afternoon, 4 o'clock Eastern, Everton goes to Wolverhampton to play the Wolves. An Everton win will actually put them, if they win by 4 goals or more, would actually put them in fifth. They would overcome Arsenal and Man U. If they win by less, they'll knock Arsenal down to seventh on goal differential. And then there's other permutations also. It's bunched up right behind them. So as a reminder, top 4 go to the Champions League. 5th goes to the Europa League, and the 6th goes to the Europa Conference League, which from a crowd perspective is pretty similar to the NWSL, the women's professional league in America. probably playing in front of 3,000 or 4,000 people. But it does generate some revenue for a club. So for a mid-major club, at least they've got some revenue coming in. They don't have to sell a lot of contracts. If they miss out on the Europa or the Champions League, because you got 20 teams in this league, only 5 of them are getting to either of those two leagues where the money is. So interesting things going on there. I feel like opining on the management perspective, they've got solid managers all through the top 6. West Ham has really done it without any star power, which is very impressive. I think Moyes is the manager there, if I recall. Nice job. Solskjaer, away in Man U. He's on a game-to-game contract at this point. But they're saying he may have used Ronaldo a little bit better, put him in his better spots. Maybe he's grasping at straws. Who knows? Arsenal's doing a lot better with the defense. They're starting to get some quality opportunities, a lot more possession. They're making a run at this thing, and their next 3, 4, 5 fixtures, I think that they got a good shot being 4th or 5th before the calendar turns to 2022, when we start to look at the transfer window, where they can beef up the squad even a little bit more. Might lose a couple, might add a couple. They do also have the advantage of not playing in England, not playing in Europe, so they can rest their players during the week. They can practice their players more during the week because they don't have 2 or even 3 games to play in a week. They usually just have to play the one, and that's really beneficial. They'll beef the squad back up numbers-wise if they can get into Europe, if they can qualify for Europe for next season. And they can do that by getting top 4 or the 5th, Europa League's 5th, or they can win the Carabao Cup, which they're now in the final 8 after their win this week against Leeds. They're unbeaten in 9 games now, Arsenal is. And when you count some of the Carabao Cup, stuff as well. So they're down to the final 8 in the Carabao. So if they were to win that, they're in, I believe. Or getting top 4 for Champions League, 5th place for Europa. And then the neat thing about Europa is you get in there, you win the Europa League and you win the final, you're in the Champions League the next year. That's where the money is. And that enables you to buy more contracts. So much different in Europe than it is in England, as it is in America, where you can basically sell contracts. You got a guy under contract for 3 years. They have to pay you to buy the guy off you. They don't do a lot of trades. It's usually 50 million, 100 million euros to buy a quality player. So one thing that some of these top teams are starting to do, however, though, is to grow from the bottom up as well, and that is to look at their academies, their under 21, under 18s, and they're starting to be able to promote from within a little bit. But mostly these larger clubs are just basically going out and buying the players. So that's all I have on that today. I will be back on Wednesday. I will not be filming on Friday. Taking the son up out to Philadelphia, where he will be in a Special Olympics tournament for bocce. So hopefully he'll do very, very well. But I'm not going to be able to film anything Friday. We'll be back Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, actually. So I'll be back on Monday. So I'll be Wednesday and then Monday. And I know the world turns on its axis based on my schedule, of course. But just wanted to let you know. So thanks for the support so far. I'll leave it at that. It's a happy Monday, what's left of it. Before before I let you go, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the ringy-dingy say all, and then spread this video far and wide. I need you to share it, because sharing is caring. You get that concept? Sharing is caring, and I need all the caring that I can get. It would be bueno. I'll let you go. Have a nice one. Peace out, me homies. See ya.